Alright, what's going on, guys? Miner back again in here for another video for you guys for today. And happy Valentine's Day for you guys, and hopefully you guys are having a good one. And before I get into the main video, I just want to thank each and every one of you guys, for those of you who did get to join us, me and Simon, of course, on the live Ustream, and we were back, yesterday talking about, TNA, a little bit about WWE. We were back with our panel again, talking about some other stuff too as well. And that video is actually up, with the panel, talking about, 7 different questions, and giving our thoughts and, about the certain topics that were, asked to us. So that video is now up. If I can find a link to it, and I will definitely, of course, leave it down below in the description box for you guys to check out. And, we will be back again this Sunday, so if you guys, missed us, last night, of course, we will be going back, of course, on his Ustream yet again, this time at 3 p.m., hours before Elimination Chamber. So, we will be talking about that and, other stuff going on in the world of professional wrestling. So, definitely was an awesome show yesterday, and, this weekend is, just about going to be the same, so you guys aren't going to miss it. So, I would expect another awesome show. And, before I again get into the main video, with my Against All Odds, review, just talking about it briefly, but before I get into that, I do got 2 pickups right now, and, as of yesterday, yesterday I got my first ever ROH DVD, which I was, happy to get that, and that is Bloodstained Honor. Of course, this is a 1-disc set, I guess, basically, of course, what it says there, talking about, the, bloodiest matches that they had in Ring of Honor, the classic battles there. Let me see if I can, name some matches here. We have a dark color match with CM Punk versus Jimmy Wave from New York in 2005. A ghetto street fight, Colt Cabana versus Homicide from 2006. Windy City Death Match, Colt Cabana and Jimmy Jacobs. So just to name a few with that, so that's Bloodstained Honor. You definitely will be checking it out, and taking a look inside. Actually got Bryan Danielson as a collective card there, so that's really awesome with that. So that's Ring of Honor, Bloodstained Honor. And another pickup, 2 for 1 if you will, with TNA, and that's Victory Road 2010 and No Surrender 2010, so all in here. So here's the back. So, a little 2 for 1 special there. So again, that's TNA, Victory Road, and No Surrender, and Ring of Honor. Alright, getting into Against All Odds, and with last night, basically a disappointment for me. Left many questions unanswered, and questions that I think will hopefully be said. With that, there were about 2, maybe 3 matches that were good on the card, but the rest, just didn't really care for, and just left me, wondering, what the hell, basically. We started off pretty bad too, since Generation Me wasn't able to make it to the show due to flight issues, and they weren't able to make it to the Triple Threat #1 contender spot, which was supposed to kick off the show. Unfortunately, they weren't unable to make it to the Impact Zone, and so with that, we did have the matchup change. With that, we did have Robbie E coming out and basically, asking the ref to, get the count out to, count out Generation Me, since they weren't able to make it, and, have him be forced to become the winner of the match. And just as the referee was about to, count him out, and, go for, Robbie E as the official winner and the #1 contender, well, Kazarian does come out and basically makes the matchup for the X Division Championship first. So we did get to see Robbie E against Kazarian for the X Division Championship for the first matchup of the night. And what we did get to see in this match, it was a pretty good back and forth matchup, I will say that. what we did get to see, we see the shot to the steel steps. You know, I believe we get to see, you know, a little brawl with this one as well. You know, the power slam too, the springboard that, you know, Kazarian does, which was also cool. You know, the drop kick as well as the clothesline and the inverted pile driver, which Mike tonight was able to say the inverted tombstone, which he doesn't really usually say, so I was pretty surprised and you know, about that he said inverted tombstone, but you know, that was pretty funny in itself. But anyway, you know, with that, Kazarian was able to get the win over Robbie E and still as your X Division champion. So that's basically happened with that. So Kazarian getting to retain for the first matchup of the night. Now I'm not really gonna get into too much, you know, with Against All Odds. Just, you know, some of the matches, because with this pay-per-view, you know, didn't really cut it for me, so, you know, we'll say that. The six-man tag, you know, was okay. I wasn't really too much into it, but in the end, Scott Steiner and Beer Money do get the win with the freaking Steiner that, you know, Scott Steiner was able to get to move on to Rob Terry, I believe. So that's, you know, happy with that, and well, I'm going to leave it up there. You know, with Pope and Joe, you know, that was okay. In the end, Samoa Joe does get the win, and the Pope actually tapping out, you know, pretty quickly there, and you know, just gave up, you know, with the clutch, I believe, that Samoa Joe gave him. So Samoa Joe does get the win there, and you know, unfortunately, this thing isn't over yet, and you know, Pope really sending a message to Joe. So it looks like we're gonna probably get to see them at the next pay-per-view. You know, which will be next month. So you know, hopefully we get some more answers with that too, because I still don't understand really why they're feuding. So maybe we get more answers. Who knows? But you know, we'll see. The knockouts match, you know, this is where, you know, I was really disappointed in. You know, Mickie James losing again, you know, TNA making her lose as of late, you know, I didn't really like that at all. She really could have, you know, won the, you know, Knockouts Championship last month, and, you know, even if she won it this month, this would have been fine. But, you know, again, Tara had to interfere, and, you know, as, you know, when Mickie was trying to get the glove and put it on her and finally shut up Madison, Tara then comes out and able to knock out Mickie, help out Madison Rayne, and Madison, yes, sadly, does retain the Knockouts Championship, so really ticked off about that. You know, next best thing for Mickie right now, hopefully she'll get to win the championship after the March 3rd taping, which I would be going to. You know, I would really like to see that, you know, since she didn't get to win it last night, you know, pretty disappointed. So, you know, for me, that would be, you know, the next best thing. Probably won't have it, but, you know, just saying with that. Next match, we got Matt Hardy against RVD. Now, this was a good match. You know, this was definitely better than Matt Hardy's, you know, debut, you know, match at the last pay-per-view. So, Matt Hardy, you know, taking it to RVD. What we did get to see in this match, you know, Matt Hardy using that DDT through the ropes like Randy Orton does. You know, we did get to see that, which was pretty cool. Matt Hardy actually using a lot of submissions in this match. He used, you know, pretty cool submission, which I believe Jimmy Noble used to do. I don't remember the name, excuse me, of the, you know, submission that he did, but, you know, it was a cool submission spot that he did there, so I really like that. But what else we did get to see, you know, the drop kick here, the leg drop, you know, the brawl outside for a little while. Just Matt Hardy, you know, going for the submissions as well. RVD trying to take out, you know, Matt Hardy as well, you know, going for the moonsault and, you know, the Rolling Thunder too as well. But in the end, RVD does get to defeat Matt Hardy with the Frog Splash for the win. And, you know, that was a good match. I was into that. And, you know, I was actually pretty surprised about it. So, you know, I did enjoy that one. Alright, Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett, you know, sadly, you know, Jeff Jarrett was able to get the win on this one. You know, not really going to be talking about that one too much, but you know, Jeff Jarrett is yes the winner, and Kurt Angle is going to have to be walking, you know, Karen Jarrett to the, you know, walking, you know, her to the, you know, during the aisle, during the, you know, the wedding. You know, so that's basically what's gonna happen now. So Kurt Angle did not win and lost to Jeff Jarrett. Another match that we had too, which is the ladder match, Anderson and Hardy. Now, Jeff Hardy, I should say, and this was a good match too. I was into this one. You know, not too bad of a main event. Well, we did get to see, you know, a lot of use of the ladder in this match. You know, we see this swinging neck breaker onto the ladder. You know, the Irish whip to the ladder as well, the leg sweep, as well as the power bomb off the ladder, which was pretty cool too. You know, the back body drop and, you know, stuff like that, as well as the whisper in the wind. In the end, surprisingly, Jeff Hardy does get the defeat and is, yes, your new, you know, world champion for the second time. So it looks like Jeff Hardy is going to be going to North Carolina and home with the belt, which didn't really make any much sense. I didn't really understand why he won the belt, since Mr. Anderson just won it at the last pay-per-view. So, you know, pretty confused about that. But yeah, that's basically it. And for the last match, and for Against All Odds, and yeah, that's basically it. So, you know, didn't really care too much for the pay-per-view except for 2-3 matches. You know, let me know what you guys' thoughts are, and yeah, that has to do with the video for today. And as always, I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.